أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Today inshallah we are going to learn about al-badl. We have already seen sentences where an extra word seems to replace or clarify another word, and the Quran uses this style often. So, understanding it gives us a deeper appreciation of the text. So, what is al badl? In Arabic grammar, we can say that al badl means a word that comes after another word that is called mubdal minhu to clarify, to replace, or to emphasize it. So, let's see here. We can say that the purpose of the badal is the three things: clarifying, replacing, and emphasizing. So, to clarify means to make the first word clearer by specifying who or what it is. So, here you can see the example Ja'a Ahuka Zaidun. Your brother Zaid came. So, here Zaid here clarifies who your brother is. So, by putting the name, you know that it is a brother because it is clarifying that here who the brother is. So Huka Zaidun. So the purpose of the badal here is to clarify. Again, sometimes we do make mistakes and we want to replace the first word that was just said by mistake, and we want to replace it with another word. So to take the place of the first word, like example, Ra'aytu Zaidan Muhammadan. So I saw Zaid. In fact, that was Muhammad. So I want to make myself clear, so I'll add or I'll just correct myself. I saw Zaid, actually Muhammad. So here Muhammad replaces Zaid. And also to emphasize, to reinforce the meaning or to highlight part of it. Like the example, Akaltu Rakifa Sulusahu. So here I ate the loaf, a third of it. So here you can see the third emphasizes the portion of the loaf and not the whole, you can say the loaf. So the purpose of the badal is to clarify, to replace, and to emphasize. What are the two conditions of the badal that we need to learn? Like both badal and the mubdal minhu, the word that is badal is replacing, so should follow the same era. Like if the mubdal minhu is marfu, badal is going to be marfu. If the mubdal minhu is mansub, badal will follow its irab and it will be mansub. And also if the mubdal minhu is majroor, the badal is going to be majroor. So it is going to follow the same irab of the mubdal minhu. Also, the second condition is badal should be connected in meaning with mubdal minhu and no random substitution. So these are the two conditions for badal when we just put badal instead of mubdal minhu. Now, inshallah, we are going to learn about the types of the badal. What are the we are going to learn about four types actually. So, what are these types? The first type is badal kul min kul. You know the meaning of kul. So, here kul means the entire one. So, here also it can be called as badal mutabik, like the exact substitution. So, we know that the badal is a word that comes after another word, mubdal minhu, and it is to clarify, to replace, and to emphasize. So here you need to know that for badal kul min kul, what we are going to do, this occurs when the substitute badal is just identical in meaning to the word it replaces, and you can say replaces the mubdal minhu. So this type that badal kul min kul, it means the entire substitute is exactly the same as the word before it. Both words point to the same person or the thing. Like here in the example, we already did this example, Ahuka Zaidun. Here, your brother Zaid came. We have the mubdal minhu, the original word, Ahuka, and then we have the badal, the substitute, Zaidun, and that is like here you can see it is badal. So why? Because your brother or Zaid are the same person. Like you can notice that Zaidun is marfu because it follows the Arab of Ahuka. So you see here it is marfu because it is following the Arab of Ahuka. So what we need to remember that badal kul min kul means that two words are identical in reference, and the badal matches the grammatical case of the word before it. Like here, it should like here it's marfu, so Zaid is also marfu. If you replace the first word with the second, the sentence still makes complete sense. So these are the key points that we need to remember, like Ja'a Zaidun. If we remove it, we are going to get the same meaning, Ja'a Zaidun. So what are the key points that we need to remember? That Badal Kul Min Kul that we are learning. This is the first type. This is the Badal Mutabik. That's the exact substitution, and that means the two words are identical in reference. Then we have the Badal that is matching with the grammatical case of the word before it, and also if you're going to replace the first word with the second word, the sentence still is going to make sense. So this is our first type, that is badal kul min kul. Let's see the second type now, and that is badal baad min kul. Badal baad min kul, that is the partial substitution. So this is the second type of the badal. And this type occurs when the badal refers to a part of the whole that was mentioned before. So this is again the second type. And it here you can see the example. Akaltu, we have already done the example. Akaltu rakifa sulusahu. Here you can see I ate the loaf of the bread, a third of it. That means the here the badal is here sulusahu, and mubdal minhu is ragif. So here you can see a third is only a portion of the loaf, and the word sulusu is mansu because it follows the grammatical case of Ragifa. Here we can see this is Mansub because this is the detail. This is here it is you can see both are following the same irad. So this is Badal Bad Min Kul means just the partial substitution. So here you can say the third of it refers to a portion, just the portion, and not the complete one, and that is why we are calling this badal bad min kul. You can see another example. Kumil layla illa kalilan nisfahu. Stand and prayer the night except a little half of it. So nisfahu. You can see here the badal is nisfahu and mubdal minhu. The actual word, the original word is alayl. So here you can see the half of it refers to the portion of the night. Again, the word nisfahu is in the mansub state, and we know that this is just because it is going to follow the same Arab, and that is layl. Here you can see layla, it's mansub, and nisfahu, it's mansub. So you see here again, this is badal bad min kul because it's when the badal just expresses only a part of the whole mentioned before. So the whole night is mentioned before, and we are just going to take the portion of it. So it means the substitute word is not the entire thing, but a fraction or a portion of it. So the rule is the badal must contain a pronoun that refers back to the original word mubdal minhu. Like here you can see in the example nisfahu. So also in the previous example you can see we have sulusahu. So here who is referring back, like you can say it's referring back to the whole loaf of the bread, and also here nisfahu, this who is referring back to the whole night. So this is the rule that, and also both words are in the mansub case because they are going to follow the detail. And here lay and nisfahu both are mansub. So what are the key points that we are going to remember? That badal bad min kul means a badal represents a part of the original whole. The badal must contain a pronoun, that is the damir, that links it back to the original. And also, the badal always follows the same grammatical case as the word before it. As we can see here, both are mansoob. Layla and Niswahu both are mansoob. So this is the second type, badal baad min kul, that is a partial substitution. We learn about the key points, that how badal baad min kul just represents a part of the original word. The badal contains a pronoun also. and the badal always is going to follow the grammatical era of the word before it. Then we have the next type, and that is badal ishtimal. We have this third type, and we can say this is the inclusive or attributive substitution. And also this is when an attribute of or something connected to the substitute is mentioned. And here in the example we can see nafa'ani zaidun ilmuhu. Zaid benefited me his knowledge. So here the badal is ilmuhu and the mubdal minhu is Zaid. So his knowledge is marfu because it is going to follow the Arab of Zaidun. So here his knowledge refers to what Zaid possesses, and that is why we'll say that this type is badal ishtimal, and this type occurs as we can see from the example that it does not going to refer to the whole like we learn in badal kul or to the part of it like badal bad min kul. We just learned two types, badal kul min kul, badal baad min kul. So here, but rather here we are going to see that something connected to or possessed by the original word, like here nafani zaidun ilmuhu. So here Zaid benefited me. Here we can see that Zaid himself not about it's about his knowledge and not about Zaid himself, nor a physical part of it, but an attribute that is connected to him. So the word ilmuhu is in the, you can see here, it's marfu because Zaid is also marfu. So we have this badal al-ishtimal, another example that of badal. We have learned now three types: badal kul min kul, badal baad min kul, and badal ishtimal. And that is badal ishtimal is when the badal refers to something connected to the original word. And this is a third type. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now we are going to learn about the last type, and that is badal al-idrab. This is the last one, and it is like you can see if there is like you can say an intentional change, you can say that. And it also has two types, badal idrab and badal ghalat. And you can call this like substitution by like just intention, like you can say that. So see here, badal idrab, intentional change. This occurs when the speaker deliberately changes what they said as if correcting themselves on purpose. So it is different from all the other types because the badal does not clarify, nor is it part of the whole, nor is it an attribute. Instead, it replaces what was said with something else. So here we see intentional change, and this one, the mistaken correction. So, like you can say, whatever the mistake has been done, that has been corrected. So here, badal idrab, we can see here, ikra sahifa al kitab. So read the newspaper, rather the book. So here you can see the sahifa is the mubdal minhu and al kitab is al badal. So why the speaker changed their mind? Just like you can see, the speaker just changed their mind and corrected themselves intentionally. So this is badal idrab. Then we have badal ghalat, that is mistaken correction. Ra'aytu Zaidan Muhammadan. I saw Zaid. I mean Muhammad. So here you can see again the speaker accidentally said Zaid, and then he just corrected it to Muhammad. So we can see here the two types, badal idwab and badal ghalat. This is the last type of the badal. We can say that badal idwab is a correction, either deliberate or accidental. Also, we can we there is like both badal idwab and badal ghalat still follow the same Arab as the original word. Also, you can see here Zaidan and Muhammadan, Sahifatan and Al Kitab. Both are because they are detailed, so they are going to just match the properties. So they both are mansoob. So again, this type is unique because it replaces the original word instead of clarifying or expanding on it, like we did before. Badal in badal ishtimal, in badal kul min kul, and in badal baad min kul. So in badal idrab and in badal ghalat, we have a correction, and it can be deliberately done or it can be accidentally. And so this type is just quite different from what we have seen in other types of the badal. So we have now, Alhamdulillah, covered this the topic of badal. Whenever the badal changes, what came before, whether on purpose or by mistake, we are going to call it badal idrab. So we have um, we have the four types of badal. We know that badal is important because it is just going to it's going to avoid the confusion and it makes the meaning clearer. Also, it shows the emphasis by repeating the idea in a very different way. Quran, we inshallah we are going to see examples in the Quran, like Quran uses it for like you can say for eloquence and for precision. Also, we are going to do examples, inshallah, in the coming sessions on badal. So we learned the four main types of badal: badal kul min kul, badal baad min kul, badal ishtimal, and badal ghalat or idrab. So whenever you see a second noun just following another, you are just going to like ask yourself that is it badal or is it something else. So just remember that badal is a substitute for clarity, and with practice you are going to see and you're going to learn all the types of badal, inshallah. So inshallah I'm going to see you in the next session. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.